our second book is surrounded by idiots. Actually, I've seen many people posting this book on their stories, telling that they are reading this book. And I've also seen this book on the shelves in libraries, but I always thought like it's some kind of a stupid book because of the name. It's too catchy. But today I decided to give it a read and let's go together, guys. Four types of human behavior and how to effectively communicate with each in business. All right. And in life. So seeing business, I was kind of sad because too academic book I thought I expected it to be, but here this part makes it casual, I think. So some summary here, introduction, about the writer. All right, so let's go straight to the book from the first chapter. Your perception of others is filtered through your own behavioral style. It says the way you look at others comes from the way you behave yourself. All right, this is Kabul Kılışımız, восприятие. And filter, I think everybody knows. Have you ever wondered why some people seem impossible to understand? Problem might not be them, it might be how you are perceiving them through your own behavioral filter. We tend to judge others based on our own communication preferences and behavioral patterns. When someone doesn't think, act, or communicate like us, we often label them negatively. Actually, it is true. We always expect others to be like us, but we are not alone in this world. There are different types of people, and that's why I think we have to learn to be tolerant. The analytical person finds the enthusiastic colleague flattered. Uh, I don't know this word, but it seems to me like союз, не слишком глубокий, слишком поверхностный. The action-oriented manager views the cautious team member as painfully slow. Hareketçi. Человек, который действует постоянно, looks at cautious people, cautious тендом и туборлы, очень внимательный, as painfully slow. These judgments aren't accurate assessments, they are misinterpretations caused by different communication styles. So it's not a correct judgment. Actually, we misinterpret different people because of the way we look at life ourselves. The title Surrounded by Idiots captures this common misconception. Erickson says, we think we are surrounded by idiots because we don't understand how others communicate, decide, and react. This misunderstanding creates unnecessary frustration in our relationships. So, I actually understand it like this. If you think that someone is an idiot, actually, you are the idiot because you don't understand that these people can be different and you don't see their differences, which makes you stupid. People aren't behaving strangely to annoy us. They are operating according to their natural behavioral preferences. Each of us processes information, makes decisions, and interacts with others in ways that feel normal to us. Interact to взаимодействовать, а, hareket kılmak kimdir bilen. When someone else's approach differs from ours, the disconnect creates friction. Take James and Sarah, colleagues working on a project. James likes giving into action immediately, likes diving, not giving into action immediately with minimal planning. He focuses on results. Sarah, on the other hand, prefers thorough, it's detailed analysis and detailed plans before proceeding. It means continuing. From James' perspective, Sarah is wasting time overthinking. From Sarah's view, James is rushing ahead without proper preparation. Neither is wrong. They simply have different approaches. Both are okay. Understanding this principle is the first step toward better communication. Instead of calling others difficult or incompetent, we can see they come from a different way of behaving. This shift in perspective allows us to move from judgment to curiosity. Адамlara baha бара бермейді, вместо того, чтобы критиковать, оценивать людей, қызықш керек. Ну чего не екен? Нужно нам поинтересоваться, почему у них по-другому. The next time you feel frustrated with someone's behavior, pause and ask yourself, how might their perspective differ from mine? This simple question can transform your interactions. Actually, uh, in the past, I read an article or a book, I don't remember exactly, or it was a reading text. So it was written there that as you mature, you start losing the word bad from your vocabulary. You start using the word different. So you don't say it's bad. You say it's not for me. So it's not my type, these kind of things. I think the first chapter was about that, exactly about that. Chapter number 2, the four-color system reveals why people behave differently. Everything you say to a person is filtered through his frames of reference, biases, and preconceived ideas. Инабы рамке frame. Reference шунауға асослап біледі, на что человек может это обосновать. Biases өзіні шахси фикирлері, личные мнения и preconceived ideas шу уже орнашкан ғоялары. So, why do some people seem to make decisions in completely different ways than you do? What if there was a simple system to decode these differences? Erickson introduces the DISC behavioral model through a four-color system: red, yellow, green, and blue. Each color represents a distinct behavioral style and the main personality types. Each has unique characteristics, communication preferences, and decision-making approaches. The model isn't meant to put people in rigid, strict boxes. Most individuals display a combination of colors with one or two dominating. So people can have different personalities, but one or two will be dominating. It provides practical tips for understanding why people behave as they do. Okay, so let's talk about red, dominant. Reds are direct, decisive, and results-oriented. They focus on action, efficiency, and achieving goals. Reds speak quickly, they make fast decisions, they value productivity above all else. They are natural leaders who don't shy away from challenges and conflicts. However, they can appear intimidating, пугающие, коркунчлы. They might seem impatient and insensitive, бесчувственные, туйгусыз to others' feelings. Actually, I'm reading this and I'm recognizing myself. Yellow. Yellows are social, enthusiastic, and persuasive. Persuasive is человек, который может убедить. They thrive on personal connections and creative expression. Thrive يعني гүлләмәк, процветать. They bring positive energy. Yellows communicate expressively, выразительно. They tell stories, they make decisions based on intuition and excitement. They are natural networkers who bring optimism to any group. Their weaknesses include disorganization and poor follow-through. They tend to prioritize socializing over tasks. I know a person who is described here with the yellow color. Green. Greens are patient, supportive, and relationship focused. They value harmony. I think it's more about girls. Stability and consensus. It's agreement if you don't know. Greens communicate calmly. They listen well. They make decisions carefully while considering how they affect others. They are reliable team players. They create safe spaces for collaboration. Their challenges include resistance to change. They don't want to change. And conflict avoidance. So they shut their mouth when there is a conflict. They may have difficulty speaking up in groups. Yes, very similar to the character most girls show. Blue, compliant. Blues are analytical, detail-oriented, and systematic. So I think it's about IT people. They prioritize accuracy, logic, and quality. Blues communicate precisely. They ask detailed questions. They make decisions based on a thorough analysis of facts and data. They are skilled at creating process and maintaining high standards. Their limitations include overthinking and perfectionism. They might appear cold or critical. This is also about me. Oh my God. So much bad information about me. But there are good sides too, if you can see. All right. So I think these are one of the most comfortable people. So everybody likes these kind of people. And I think these are also very comfortable. Like it's easy to get on well with them and it's easy to build relationship with them. Be it a boy or a girl, doesn't matter. So understanding those four types illuminates many workplace and relationship dynamics, like explains. The red boss, who seems aggressive, is actually focused on results. Yellow colleague who constantly interrupts with stories isn't being disrespectful. They process information through social connections. The green family member who avoids making decisions isn't indecisive, нерешительный, карар кабыл кылып билмейді ол. They are considering the impact on everyone involved. The blue friend who corrects your facts isn't being pedantic. They value accuracy and precision. I don't know this word, but it seems to me like не воздухан. Душный, душнила. Өзбекчесін болады екен мұны. Құдаш қиын болған адам уже тапқарып кетесің. Observe the people around you. Try to identify their dominant color tendencies. Notice how their communication patterns align with the four types. This awareness will help you adapt your approach and reduce misunderstandings. So different personality types: blue, yellow, green, red. All right, this is everything that we have already read, actually. Let's go down. Chapter number 3. Recognize and adapt to red behavior that is direct, decisive, and demanding. Reds are dominant personality in Erikson's system. These red personality types are goal-oriented individuals who value results above all else. I don't actually put results above all, so that part is not exactly about me. They charge into meetings with energy. They make quick decisions. These parts are about me. They expect everyone to keep pace with their fast idea. This is about me. They make only about 10% of the population. Yet they are often found in leadership positions because of their decisive nature and willingness to take charge. Инабы желание, مسؤوليتنا өз зіммәсіге алыш, брать ответственность на себя. Imagine Sarah, typical red manager. She speaks directly, intense eye contact, gözüne doğru karıydı, gestures emphatically, all body language signals that communicate her direct approach. In meetings, she cuts to the chase, сразу переходит к делу. Мақсады өтеді тез. She hates wasting time. Very good phrase. She becomes visibly frustrated when discussions get off track. When problems arise, she makes split-second decisions. She expects immediate action. Her emails are brief, often just few words without pleasantries. Look at this word, such a beautiful word. I really like this pleasantry. Адамгерчилик айтып отырмын, doğru işe ötedi, maksat ötedi, к делу переходит pleasantries. To many, she might seem rude or intimidating, but from her perspective, she is simply being efficient. Самаралы. Она просто эффективная. When interacting with Reds, Erickson advises adapting to their communication style. Get to the point quickly. Oh, Reds appreciate directness and brevity. When you are brief, I think. Ска, когда ты кратк. Highlight results, outcomes, rather than process or feelings. Oh my God. Our manager, Elvira Bakhadirna, knows about this, and that's why she always approaches me like this. When presenting ideas, focus on how your proposal will achieve goals efficiently. Be prepared to answer challenging questions. Reds test ideas through direct questioning. Don't take their bluntness personally. It's not intended as rudeness, but as efficiency. Груби түйілсе, маңа груби болып тұрды да қарамаңла дейді. Берді айтып тұрды, то, что груби болып тұрса, просто шынымен деп қараш керек. Не надо на это обижаться. То есть человек просто пытается быть эффективным, не пытается быть грубым или обидеть. The Reds' weaknesses include impatience, yes, it's me, and potential insensitivity to others' feelings, yes. Not fully, but somewhat. They tend to make decisions too quickly without considering, oh, no, it's not about me, without considering all perspectives. They can create stressful environments. Team members may feel pressured and unheard. Yes, it could be when I play football. However, their strengths are invaluable in certain situations. Their decisiveness, courage, and focus on results are key for quick action and clear direction. Erickson shares a telling example of a Red CEO who terrifies his staff during presentations. The CEO would interrupt. He would ask pointed questions. He sometimes even walked out if he felt his time was being wasted. After understanding his Red style, the team learned to adapt. They started presentations with key findings and recommendations. They supported points with concise, it means short, data. They prepared for direct challenges. The relationship improved dramatically once they spoke his language. Hamma u bilan shuni tilini gaplashsa, hamma narsa yaxshilanib ketibdi. Когда люди начинают говорить с ним на его языке, все становится намного лучше. When dealing with a red personality, prepare a bottom line upfront approach. Bottom line upfront. Сразу нужно о сути, doğru mazmun hakkında söyleş gerek. Start with your conclusion or request. Follow with brief supporting points. Be ready to respond confidently to direct questions. Match their pace and energy level while remaining aggressive. All right. So connect meaningfully with yellows who are social optimistic. Kanı bula indirgenemiz. The yellow personality is the social butterfly. In Erickson's framework, they are expressive, optimistic, and people-oriented individuals. They thrive on interaction and creativity. They make up about 25% of the population. Yellows light up rooms with their presence. They tell engaging stories. They generate excitement around ideas. They are the colleagues who organize office parties. They remember everyone's birthdays. They always have a new, creative approach to problems. Consider Michael, a yellow sales manager. In meetings, he speaks animatedly with varied vocal inflections. Üzerine интонациясын çıkarıp çürüp. С разной интонацией. He uses expressive hand gestures. He frequently goes off on tangents with personal anecdotes. His work space is decorated with photos, motivational quotes, and colorful items. He makes decisions quickly based on intuition and enthusiasm rather than detailed analysis. When he gets excited about a new project, his energy is contagious, yukумлы, заразительный. But his follow-through is sometimes lacking as he jumps to the next exciting idea. İkisini до конца апармайды дейді. Идеядан идея бөкчиді. Прыгает с идеи на идею вместо того, чтобы завершить начатое. When communicating with yellows, Erickson suggests building personal connections before driving into business. Адамгершілік бірінші орында. Take time for a small talk, ask about their experiences, show real. Genuine means real interest in them as people. Present information in a lively, engaging manner. Use visual aids and stories rather than detailed reports or spreadsheets. Give them opportunities to express themselves and share ideas. Most importantly, recognize their contributions. Қылып тұрған ishine baho ber. То есть оценить нужно то, что они делают. Provide positive reinforcement. Давай да тұрыш керек екен, молодец да. Yellow's weaknesses include disorganization and poor time management. They tend to overpromise due to their optimism. They may struggle with details and follow through once the initial excitement wears off. However, their strengths make them exceptional in certain areas. Their creativity and persuasiveness inspire excitement for new ideas. They also motivate others and help build strong networks. Give yellow personalities time to form connections. Let them show their creativity. Present the big picture rather than drowning them in details. Help them structure their ideas by asking how questions. Gently guide them toward practical implementation steps. Show appreciation for their energy and creativity. Zo'r aka shu. Bir g'oya bilan chiqsa, nishatib turib turaverish kerak ekan. Так. Shunda ular ham qurib oladilar ekan. Hamma narsani они тоже начинают потом строить все это. Good. So build trust with greens who are steady, patient, and relationship focused. Why do some people resist change? Каршы çıkardılar. Почему они против изменений? Why do they take longer to make decisions? How can you work well with quite steady individuals in your life? Green personalities make up about 40% of the population in Eriksson's system. They are patient, supportive, and focused on harmony and stability. These colleagues are reliable. Ishonchli, на них можно положиться. They deliver quality work, remember personal details, and help resolve conflicts. They don't seek the spotlight. Они не хотят быть в центре внимания. E'tibor markazida bo'lishni xohlamaydilar. But they form the backbone of many organizations. Lekin ko'p klublarni, ko'p kompaniyalarni именно фундаменты bo'lib beradi ekan. Является фундаментом многих организаций. Meet Lisa, a typical HR manager who is green. She speaks calmly, listens attentively, and rarely interrupts. Меночи shunday odamlar eng qulay odam, самые удобные люди. In meetings, she takes notes and asks thoughtful questions about how decisions affect the team. She prefers routine and approaches change cautiously, needing time to adjust. When conflicts arise, she works behind the scenes to restore harmony. Her office is organized and comfortable, often decorated with plants or family photos. I see myself in green color too, actually. To connect with greens, focus on real relationships. Take time to engage with them personally. Listen sincerely. If you don't know, this is самомилик bilan. Как на русском было? Искренне. To their input and avoid pushing for quick decisions. Present information in a calm, step-by-step way. Show how proposals support stability and benefit the team. Explain changes clearly and give them time to process. Above all, be consistent and follow through on promises. Greens may resist change, avoid conflict, and struggle to speak up. Okay. They can seem indecisive, but they are actually considering how choices affect relationships. Their strength, reliability, patience, and support help teams thrive. Ericsson shares the story of a tech company rolling out a major software change. The project team, led by personalities, created detailed plans and logical explanations. Still, they faced resistance. They realized that most concerns came from Greens. These employees needed more than technical training. They also needed reassurance about how the change would impact their routines and team dynamics. By addressing these concerns and making gradual changes, the team reduces resistance significantly. Bularning hammasi yaxshi bo'ladi deb turish kerak ekan постоянно. Все будет хорошо. To work well with them, Build a trusting environment, maintain a steady pace, and show genuine interest in their views. Introduce changes gradually with clear explanations, offer reassurance, and allow time for processing. Their quiet nature doesn't mean they lack insights. Информация yok emas ularda. Не означает, что у них нет информации. They need spaces where they feel comfortable sharing their thoughts. Ular hamma yerda ham ichindagini ayta olmaydilar. Они не всегда могут говорить, что на душе. Okay, so chapter number 6. Value precision and thoughtfulness in blues who are analytical, detail-oriented and systematic. Bular bilan aniq bo'lish kerak deydi. И sal o'ylanadigan bo'lish kerak. Нужно больше думать с ними. Нужно быть точными. Do you know someone who always asks detailed questions about your ideas? Why do some colleagues need so much detailed information before deciding? The blue personality type makes up about 25% of the population in Ericsson's system. They are analytical, systematic, and focused on quality. These individuals catch mistakes others miss, create detailed plans, and ensure processes run smoothly, gladko, takis. Blues approach life logically, valuing facts, evidence, and structure over emotions. It's definitely me. There is only one thing that is not about me. Here, this one, I'm not sure. Could be yes, could be no, but who cares? Yes. Meet David, a blue financial analyst. He speaks carefully, choosing words with precision and maintaining a steady tone. In meetings, he asks deep questions, notices small details, and needs solid proof before accepting proposals. His workplace is spotless, it means perfect, clean, with color-coded files and few personal items. When making decisions, he methodically analyzes data, weighs options, and plans thoroughly. His thoroughness may seem excessive, it's like too much, but it helps prevent costly mistakes. When working with blues, Erickson stresses the importance of detailed and accurate information. Prepare with solid data, research, and logical arguments. Present ideas in a structured way, showing clear connections between points. Give them time to analyze before expecting a response. Use precise language and avoid exaggeration or emotional appeals. Точно, it's definitely about me. Follow established processes instead of suggesting last-minute changes. I really like this book. There is so much truth in the book. There is so much life in the book. Like, I don't like when there is too much water. And here, only necessary things are put like this in an organized and clear way. Blues can get stuck in analysis paralysis. Their focus on perfection can slow progress. They also value accuracy more than personal connections. Yes. They may seem cold or critical when they are simply focused on maintaining high standards. Their strength, analytical ability, attention to detail, and commitment to quality play a crucial role. They help in solving tough problems and achieving high standards. Tough, difficult. Erickson shares a story about a marketing team led by yellow creative director. They presented their ideas to a blue heavy executive committee. Their first pitch was full of enthusiasm, broad ideas, and creative visuals. But the executives responded with skepticism. I bilmadim au dediler. Не знаю, не знаю. And tough questions the team wasn't prepared to answer. Once they realized that they were speaking to blues, they adjusted their approach. They created research-backed proposals, detailed timelines, and the risk assessments for each idea. This change led to approval of projects. Qaranglar. O'zlaricha bir yondashib turadilar. Keyin ichki odamligini tushunib olib, boshqacha yondashib, сразу hammasi zo'r bo'lib ketdi. Сперва не получалось, поняли, что это синий характер, и сразу подстроились, и все пошло-поехало. When working with blues, prepare well with data and clear documentation. Present information in a structured and step-by-step format with strong evidence. Allow time for questions and analysis instead of pushing for quick decisions. Focus on accuracy, quality, and proper procedures. Recognize challenges and provide solutions rather than ignoring difficulties. Adapt your communication to connect with every color type. Mhm. How many chapters we have? Oh, so 10 chapters we have here. All right. Now I think we have come to sevens. How do you share the same idea with different people? What if you could speak in a way that each person understands best? Good communication strategies are not about treating everyone the same. It's about adjusting your approach, moslaştırış, adapting, to fit the other person's style. The best communicators do this naturally. They shape their message to match the listener's color type. This creates clarity instead of confusion. Imagine pitching a project to four managers. With a red manager, you start with results, what the project will achieve, how long it will take, and what it will cost. Then you give a quick action plan. With a yellow manager, you begin with excitement. Use visuals and highlight new ideas while keeping details light. For a green manager, take time to build trust. Show how the project supports team goals and present a slow, steady plan. With a blue manager, focus on facts, provide research, data on a full risk analysis. Mhm. This practical advice is not manipulation, it's speaking their language. Erickson compares it to traveling. If you were in France, you wouldn't insist on speaking Swedish and then get upset when people don't understand you. The same applies to behavioral styles. Akıllı gap bu караңла. Hamma bilan o'zini tilida gaplash kerak. Со всеми нужно говорить на их языке. Ishingni bitishini xohlasan, если хочешь, чтобы все, что ты хочешь, было сделано. The hardest communication happens between opposites. Reds and greens struggle because reds want fast decisions while greens need time. Blues and yellows misunderstand each other because blues focus on facts while yellows prefer stories and emotions. In these cases, adapting is even more important. Especially, I think it will get hard if these two get if these two get married and if these two get married. I think it's gonna be Tom and Jerry. Erickson shares a story about a leadership team with all four types. Their meetings were frustrating until they realized their differences. They changed how they ran meetings. They added clear agendas for reds and blues and created discussions for yellows. Blues, greens got preparation time, blah, blah, blah. Before speaking, think about listener's color type. With reds, be direct and focus on results. With yellow, so this is everything we have already read actually. Here again, it shows you how to work with different colors. Actually, we have already read that, and it's going over and over. Use the color system to improve workplace dynamics and your professional life. How can understanding personality types make team more effective? What if you could use each person's strength while reducing their weaknesses? I think this is super difficult, but if we could do that, that would be perfect. Best teams don't force everyone to act the same. Instead, they value the unique strength of these primary behavior types. Each color adds something important. Reds bring direction, quick decisions, and strong drive for results. Yellow individuals add creativity, energy, and motivation. Greens offer stability, teamwork, and strong relationships. Blues focus on detail, analysis, and quality control. A team missing any of these traits will struggle in predictable ways. Very smart thing to say. So in a team, you need to have a combination of all of these colors for the result to be perfect. Imagine a product team with no blues. They might have great ideas, act fast, in a positive environment, but without someone checking details, they could make costly mistakes. Likewise, схожим образом, шунин tarzda, a team without yellow behaviors might be efficient and precise but lack fresh ideas and enthusiasm. Very good example. Good leaders understand these differences. They assign tasks based on strength. Ericsson tells the story of a marketing manager who improved her team's performance this way. A yellow team member struggled with the data analysis but thrived in client relationships. A blue, who felt overwhelmed in sales presentations, did well in campaign analytics. Instead of fixing weaknesses, the manager used natural strength. Color awareness also helps with conflicts. When reds and greens argue, reds push hard while greens withdraw. Кидать просто. Они просто уходят. This can leave issues unresolved. Understanding this helps mediators, ortada yuridu adamlar, посредники, give greens a voice and show reds the value of teamwork. Yellows and blues often clash over creativity versus structure. Karşı, против. A clear framework can help them work together instead of against each other. Assess your team's colors to understand their tendencies, create a team map showing each person's dominant color, and discuss how these traits affect teamwork. When forming teams, mix different colors for balance in conflicts. Consider how personality differences may be causing misunderstandings. Okay. So, chapter 9, discover and use your color profile for personal growth and in your personal life. Learn to have tolerance and patience, both with yourself and with others. What would change if you truly understood your own behavior? Actually, it's difficult. It's very difficult to understand yourself. How could self awareness improve your relationships and effectiveness? Before we can adapt to others, we must first know our own dominant colors. Self awareness is the key to better communication and personal growth. Most people have a mix of colors, but one or two usually shape their behavior the most. Our natural traits create both strength and blind spots. Слепые зоны. If we don't recognize them, we repeat the same mistakes and blame others for results. Think of four team leaders facing a tight deadline. The red leader pushes hard, focusing only on results while ignoring team stress. The yellow leader boosts morale with motivation but lacks a clear action plan. The green leader avoids tough decisions, hoping problems solve themselves. The blue leader gets stuck in details, delaying action. Each leader's natural style helps them in some ways but limits them in others. Self awareness helps us use strength while managing weaknesses. A red who knows they are impatient can pause before reaching. A yellow person who is aware of their disorganization can create tracking systems. A green who avoids conflict can prepare for difficult tasks. A blue who tends to overanalyze can set time limits. So, actually, this part is very helpful because it teaches you how to work with yourself. If you know the problems you have, if you know your limits, you just need to manipulate yourself. For example, I tell my students, if it's hard for you to control yourself, if it's hard for you to keep your focus, sit closer to the teacher. In this way, you will help yourself to study better. However, if you still go far away, in this case, it's gonna be difficult. It's gonna be bad, as Dustin Poirier said. Take the story of Marcus, a Red Blue manager. His high standards and tough feedback hurt team morale despite his technical skills. Once Marcus recognized his behavior, he saw that his red directness and blue perfectionism made him seem harsh, rude. He added yellow and green behaviors like celebrating wins, showing interest, and expressing thanks. This helped him build better relationship while keeping his standards high. The key takeaway is that our color tendencies are not excuses, but tools for growth. We don't have to change who we are, but we can develop skills outside our natural style. Expanding our range makes us more effective in different situations. So you are naturally born with some skills, and you just need to complement them with the skills that you learn during your life. Reflect on your own color tendencies. How do you communicate, make decisions, handle conflict, and stay organized? Ask trusted colleagues or friends how they see your style. Choose one behavior from a different color and practice it in low pressure situations. Bossumsuz, без давление. All right. Recognize strengths. Acknowledging natural traits helps leverage strength for personal growth. Identifying blind spots allows for the development of skills outside the natural tendencies. Practicing behaviors from different color types enhances adaptability in various situations. And we come to our last chapter. Use color insights to strengthen personal relationship. What if the same principles that improve workplace communication could help you connect better with family and friends? The same behavioral differences that cause workplace conflicts can also lead to tension at home. Напряжение. Заделить. Take a common family scenario. Blue parent wants structure and order while their yellow child thrives on spontaneity. The patient, no, the parent creates strict checklists and routines, expecting the child to follow them exactly. But the child feels trapped and resists. If the parent understood the child's need for flexibility, they could create a more engaging system. It's very true. Actually, I think we are all stupid in this way. We don't know that people have different personalities. We think that everyone should be the same. And that's why we behave in the same way with everyone, but expecting the same from everyone. So that's why I think this book is very useful for all of us. Show it to your parents. Romantic relationships also face color-based clashes. A red partner may see their green spouse as indecisive, while the green feels the red is too controlling. Neither is wrong, they just have different ways of approaching decisions. Understanding these differences helps couples appreciate each other's strength instead of getting frustrated. Lisa and Michael are an example of a couple who nearly divorced because of their communication styles. Lisa, a green blue, needed time to think before making decisions. Michael, a red yellow, wanted fast action. Their constant clashes created stress. Once they understood their color differences, I think they also read this book. They made simple adjustments. Michael stopped pushing Lisa for quick answers. Lisa, in turn, let him know when she needed more time instead of dodging decisions. This small shift dramatically improved the relationship. Friendships follow the same pattern. People with similar colors connect naturally, while those with different colors may struggle at first. These differences can strengthen relationships, they bring fresh views, but both sides must be willing to adapt. Think about the dominant colors of your family and friends. Have past misunderstandings been caused by different behavioral styles? Pick one important relationship and adjust your communication style to better match the needs. Even a small change can create a deeper connection. Final summary and review. The most important lesson that you can walk away with is that the idiots who surround you are, in fact, not idiots at all. So people are different. Instead of blaming others for who they are, just adapt to them. The book teaches you. So you just need to understand that everyone is different. People cannot be like you. There is you, but there are also other personality types. And the more tolerant you become with people, the happier you'll be, and the better you will get along, I think. So it's a very smart thing to consider. Don't be too fussed with your judgment. On the contrary, don't judge anyone. Let people be as they are. Just realize that you are different and adapt.